This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Sunday, October 16th. I'm Michael Groff. Unseasonably warm days with comfortably cool nights should continue throughout much of the forecast period, but what about any signs of change or any rain chances in the picture? Well, we'll talk about it as we look outside this morning. Mostly clear skies and another very comfortable, pleasant start to the day. 68 degrees at Sky Harbor right now, dew point at 37, relative humidity 31%. The winds are light, and the barometer is rising. Around the metro area and across south central Arizona this morning, temperatures mainly in the 60s. A few high clouds streaming in across southeast California and western Arizona. And we'll see a few high clouds get in the mix here in the valley today. But overall, the sky will be mostly sunny. On the watch warning map, well, again, conditions are very windy for much of the western United States as those deep low pressure systems pass by well to our north. Wind advisories from southern Oregon through California, much of Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. Some winter weather advisories in portions of the Rockies. Fire danger issues on the east side of the Rockies and into the western high plains from eastern New Mexico all the way north into western South Dakota. And some dense fog advisories from central Kansas through eastern Nebraska and Iowa today. On the convective outlook, a marginal risk of severe weather today from the Minneapolis-St. Paul area east toward Green Bay. Tomorrow, a marginal risk from Chippewa Falls toward Marquette. And around here, our weather, well, maybe we'll find a change as we look at the models. Going forward, this is the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. And, well, not going to see any change with this pattern. Broad, flat ridging over the southern tier of the United States still means westerly flow around here. Deep trough over the Pacific Northwest, an associated surface low, but downstream from that, we are in the warm stuff around here. Mostly sunny skies. A few high clouds today. We'll get up into the mid-90s once again. A few of the deserts of southeast California and southwest Arizona will once more cross that 100-degree threshold. Tomorrow, another very comfortable start to the day. Lows mainly in the 60s, and then we'll see highs jumping back up into the lower to mid-90s. There will be a couple of degrees of cooling around here as those low-pressure areas continue to batter the ridge down a bit. On Tuesday, a few more degrees of cooling will be in the upper 80s to lower 90s, most spots. Mostly sunny skies. Could be some breezes, especially during the afternoon hours. But otherwise, not much change. Wednesday, it's becoming very apparent that ridging will reestablish itself across the eastern Pacific, eventually nudging into the western United States. And for us, that means temperatures will slowly rise once again back into the lower 90s. In some deserts, we'll be back in the mid-90s. Thursday, cool night, but warm days continuing. Highs will nudge back up into the low to mid-90s. Middle 90s for sure on Friday. Could even push the upper 90s in some of the warmer desert locations. Next Saturday will again be mainly in the low to mid-90s. And this is a week from today, Sunday, October the 23rd. And you see broad flat ridging around here, and temperatures will still be above normal. The normal high next Sunday is 86 degrees. We will probably be around 90 or so. Monday, this is the 24th of October. Boy, that's a deep low over Quebec. And some inclement weather certainly for the northeast U.S., the northern Great Lakes, but around here, just a very zonal flow, little baggy troughing trying to develop across northern Mexico, but that's not going to have any impact on our weather other than to help keep temperatures a little bit lower. So we'll have highs again in the upper 80s. This is the end of the forecast period, Tuesday, the 25th of October. And there is evidence of some pretty broad troughing in the East Pacific and maybe a breakdown of that ridge further. So high temperatures will decline back toward normal, will be around the mid-80s, but dry westerly flow should maintain itself around here. Not much to change that. And this is the rainfall for the next 10 days, and you can see not a drop to be had, not just here in Phoenix, but for much of the greater Southwest. Absolutely nothing. Looking at temperatures through the period, well, we'll be warm today, a bit cooler as we start the week. Tuesday, we may not climb above 90, but we'll just have to see. And then much warmer by Thursday, Friday. Eventually, and there's certainly indications on the models here and the major ensembles that we'll see much cooler weather as we head toward the end of the month, which is climatologically where we should start to really cool off. Typically, most Phoenicians will tell you Halloween is the big turning point in the weather pattern around here. And hopefully that pans out just like it normally does. That's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video comes at you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching and have a great Sunday.